With the prevalence of the Squid Game fever all over the world, more and more people are starting to realize the power and creation of Asian people in the television industry. Viewing the best-rated TV list on Netflix in the last 2 years, we can see many Asian productions. These include the Japanese anime to live-action production, the K-drama,
그저 그런 사람이 아닌 대단한 남자로 만들 거야, 내가.
고집, 객기.
the beloved Japanese animation,
money for this, especially not now.
She lied to our faces.
the Thailand school thriller,
มีแต่เรื่องแปลกๆนะคะ
and the Korean zombie horror series. Bong Joon-ho's Parasite and Chloe Zhao's No Man Land led them to win the Oscar. And this also seems to open a new era in the film and TV industry for Asian creators. Thanks to all these great productions and talented Asian creators, the world finally has its focus on the Asian group for the first time. However, according to the report posted by UCLA on racial and gender diversity among television workers, the racial and gender diversity among television workers in Hollywood improved, but the representation of Asian Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans remains underrepresented on screen. So, how well does television actually portray and depict Asian groups? Does television show a good representation of identity? Let's first take a look at some pivotal TV examples. In the 14th episode in the 9th season of CBS sitcom How I Met Your Mother, Jason Segel's character learns the slap of a million exploding sons from martial arts masters. How I Met Your Mother is a great sitcom that is known for its unique structure and humor. However, this particular episode has triggered a controversial discussion on the representation of Asians. The episode is problematic in particular because of the use of yellowfacing. Instead of featuring any Asian cast, the show lets a white person act like the Asian with an accent and makeup, as what the Westerns usually perceive as a stereotypical Asian. Although the show later apologized on Twitter and said that the episode was a homage to Chinese Kung Fu, the offensive representation of Asians still led many Asian Americans to create a How I Met Your Racism tag online. The problem with How I Met Your Mother reveals the underrepresentation of Asians in the industry, not only as actors but also as writers, producers, or crucial creators. The problem with yellowfacing and whitewashing is also shown in many other Hollywood films and TVs. This includes Scarlett Johansson's casting as a Japanese lead in Ghost in the Shell, and the most infamous Mickey Rooney's racist portrayal of an Asian guy in Breakfast at Tiffany.
Once again, I must protest! I am definitely this time going to call in the police! That's more better!
Because people nowadays learn and get the majority of information from televisions and films. Bad representation of Asians has negative impact on the perception of the audience toward the group. The problematic stereotypes include portraying Asian with slender eyes,
I have a preliminary sketch here. Is this the man who assaulted you?
good at kung fu, nerds who are good at math,
Come on.
cheap laborers, exotic and sexual female figures. The Atlanta tragedy is an example of how racist stereotypes of Asians need to be erased from the screen. So, diversity is needed within the industry because even the interest in showing a particular group does not mean the show could produce a correct and a good representation. As the idea of diversity is emphasized, the problem of tokenism occurs. Like Warner argues in the article, that diversity is like the starter house that you sell when the market hits up and enables you to buy what you really wanted after all. Harris also mentioned the concept of tokenism by referring to the current situation in the industry, saying, but that well-intentioned initiative in practice turns into an act of tokenism, as typically a show finds that one diversity hire is all it needs. South Park is an adult-oriented animation and is known for its satire and irony on current social issues. The show attacked the idea of tokenism on screen by creating an African-American character named Token directly. The clip shows how Token is being set to take stereotypical roles as an African-American. It is fun to see how South Park used the media tool literally and forced the viewers to see the poor reality of tokenism is.
Fizz, you're black, you can play bass. I'm getting sick of your stereotypes. Be as sick as you want, just give me a goddamn bass line! God damn it.
But things are getting better. Asians have finally started to increase their visibility in the industry. Sandra Oh made history as the first Asian woman to be nominated for an Emmy for the lead in a drama series in Killing Eve. And it was also worth noting that actress Awkwafina was announced as the second Asian female who hosted SNL when the last Asian woman host was Lucy Liu. Fresh Off the Boat, as the longest-running Asian American sitcoms, makes tremendous progress in breaking stereotypes by presenting the hilarious story of a growing Asian American. In the end, I want to conclude with Harris' quote that equally important is populating the television landscape with shows centered around non-white characters and give them diverse writers to match. As we could see more and more Asians starting to take the non-Asian specific roles, we are excited to see what more Asians could do on televisions.